And so here we are with the starting lineup for the Elsberry Indians. Starting tonight is number 2, Tanisha Henderson. Number 12, Kylie Kinsler. Number 20, Kelsey Flaster. Number 31, Bella Mozzie. And number 43, Tyra Henderson. That's your starters tonight. For Clopton, number 11, Taylor Akers. Number 13, Megan Harrelson. Number 31, Madison Parrish. Number 35, Kerrigan Lockard. And number 40, Logan Hall. That's the starting lineup for the Clopton Lady Hawks. Okay, hopefully looks like it disconnected on me and started back up again. Hopefully this is gonna work out a little bit better. Like I said, the signal just does not come in very good around here. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and record this. I mean, it's recording right now, and I will download this to YouTube if necessary. Now, if it settles down and goes okay, then I'll be okay. So here's beginning of the game, and Clopton takes over possession to start this game. They get it underneath, kick back out. There's 35 for a shot, no good. Clopton gets their own rebound as Kerrigan Lockard took that shot. Now on the outside, it is out to Taylor Akers. She passes it over to Madison Parrish. Taylor Akers back again with it. And they're just passing it around out in the perimeter. And we have a foul called on Tiny Henderson. 7:14 remaining in the first quarter, no score. And that pass picked off by Tyra Henderson. She passes it off to Tiny, and she thought about driving the line and changed her mind. Got it out on the point to Tyra. She picks up her dribble, gets it over to Kelsey Flaster. Back out to Tiny out on the point. And she's having to hold off Taylor Akers. And there's a reach-in foul on number 40, Logan Hall. That is her first. All right, Kinsler gets it into Tyra Henderson. Kylie's looking around, gets it over to Bella Mozzie. And she started to drive in, changed her mind. Got it down on the low post to Kelsey Flaster. She drives the baseline, puts it up. No good. Bella Mozzie fights for the rebound. And now a lot of fighting going on, and Clopton comes up with it. And they had it down deep and changed their mind, put it back out on the point. There's Akers over to Parrish. And tried to get it in deep, and it went off the arms of Logan Hall, and turnover goes to Elsberry. 6:02 remaining in the first quarter, still no score. Full press put on by Clopton. Now Kylie has it out on the point, and there is a shot. Three-pointer. That was Kylie Kinsler with that. I got caught doing something else here. In and out for Clopton. And Elsberry with a long pass. And there's Kylie Kinsler with another shot. No good, but Tyra Henderson comes up with that rebound. Got about 9 things going on at once here, and I'm having trouble keeping up with this camera. And shot by Tyra was not there, but Kinsler up with that rebound. And Tiny Henderson is called with another foul. Wow. That was a soft foul, I'd say. So Clopton with the ball on the outside. Very defensive game going on here so far. There's a three-point attempt, no good, and Clopton up with the rebound. She fumbled the ball around, but she was able to get it back. Taylor Akers out on the high post. There is a three-point shot missed, and Candace Dow was in there fighting. She was fighting Logan Hall and managed to get the jump ball. Turnover on alternating possessions goes to Elsberry. And here's Candace Dow bringing it up the court. And another soft foul, I would call it, on Tyra Henderson. That's her first. So with Clopton ball out in the perimeter, they're having trouble getting the ball down deep in this game so far. 3 3/4 minutes remaining. There's a drive in, and no foul was called, and ball's turned over to Elsberry. Once again, still a full press going on. And here's Peyton Robinson. And she is tripped up, and they do call a foul that time. And that foul is on Kerrigan Lockard. That's her first. They get the ball in to Kelsey Flaster. And little pass back, and it was an over and back. Little mistakes like that can really hurt you. But anyway, turnover goes to Clopton. Again, here we go with and Candace Dow up for the rebound off of that three-point attempt. She jumped right in there for that rebound. And there's what the referees are calling a jump ball when the hand and arm is inside the other player, and they're calling a jump ball. There's a three-point attempt, no good, and Tyra Henderson up with that rebound. Candace Dow brings it down. She's bringing it down slow this time. And she's met at the She's met at the half-court line, and she's going to take it on in. And she's not able to really get the shot away, but they do call a foul. And that foul is on Logan Hall. That's her second. And Candace Dow misses the first free throw attempt. Been quite the defensive battle here. The score is still 3-0. And that one bounces out also. Under 2.5 minutes to play in this first quarter, and the score is 3-0. 3-point attempt, no good, and rebound. Rebound is to Peyton Robinson, and she bounces it off of Kerrigan Lockard. So it stays with Elsberry. And Elsberry was not able to get the ball in. That's pretty good pressure there from Clopton. And Clopton has called a 30-second timeout. So let's take a break here.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not.
All right, we are back. Clopton with the ball underneath. They get the ball up and in for their first 2 points. That was Stephanie Talbert, I believe. And here's Mackenzie Gladney. Had the ball pushed up fast for her, and she couldn't control it, but it went out of bounds off of Clopton. And the shot by Mackenzie Gladney wouldn't drop. Rebound was for Clopton, and she stepped on the line. So now they got to get the ball in. Clopton has one heck of a. And there was a foul somewhere along the line on Mackenzie Gladney. So Clopton's ball. And stolen by Peyton Robinson. And she holds it up as soon as she crosses the line. And that pass is broken up by Clopton. 1:34 remaining in the first quarter. The score is 3-2. There's been one three-point field goal for Elsberry. And, all right, what happened there? There was a foul on Clopton. That foul was on Clopton before the shot. There's the ball taken by Clopton, and they're in for a layup. And that was Kerrigan Lockard with 2 points. And the score is now 4-3, and Clopton stole the ball. And that shot was blocked. That foul was on Stephanie Talbert. It's her first. So Elsberry has the ball out of bounds. They get the ball into Candace Dowell. still some pressure. And Elsberry needs to go north and south and quit going east and west. And there's Bellamazzi. All right, ball stolen back and forth between several people. And, all right, Elsberry needs to stop this right now and calm down and go in and run a play. 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 3-point attempt for Kylie Kinsler, and it's good. Clopton threw the ball over and over and back on Clopton. So with 18.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it is Elsberry's ball, and they've got the lead 6-4. This is a defensive battle like I've never seen before. All right. Whoa, what's going on here now? Okay. And Elsberry has called a timeout. Once again, 8.9 seconds. Elsberry calls a timeout. Let's see if we can finish this commercial.
Having with it all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right. We are back for the final 8.9 seconds of this first quarter. I don't think I've quite seen a game like this year. This has been a hard-fought game. Of course, these are rival schools. A lot of friends playing each other here. And Bellamazzi could not control her feet, and she turns the ball over with 6.3 seconds remaining. Turns the ball over to Clopton. So Akers up the court. There's a three-point shot, no good. So at the end of 8 minutes of play, we have a score of Elsberry 6 and Clopton 4. Let's take a quick break here between quarters.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are ready to start this second quarter. Got a fresh 8 minutes on the clock, and Kylie throws it in to Candace. And there's a right underneath. All right, there was, Tyra couldn't get it, but Bellamazzi got 2 points. Makes the score 8-4 Elsberry. And turnover there for Clopton gives it back to Elsberry. Half of a minute gone. Okay. Once again, Quit picking up the dribble. Get that ball across the line. And the ball was thrown away. Clopton picked it up. There's a three-point attempt. No good. And Peyton Robinson up with that rebound. Candace Dow taking it up the court, gets it over to Peyton Robinson. Robinson's coming out, and Tiny went back in. All right. Kinsler has the ball, try to get it into somebody. She got it into Tiny. She takes a quick 10-point shot, or 10-foot shot. It's not there. Clopton up with the rebound. Well, I wish there was 10-point shots. And that ball stolen away by Tyra Henderson. She gets it up to her sister, takes it across the line. Bella Mozzie was going to drive in. Tyra for two, no good. And it goes out of bounds and go over to Clopton. All right, and there is a foul on Clopton. That foul was on Kerrigan Lockhart. It's her second. Getting up close to some bonus points here. Okay, get that ball across the line. Three-point attempt, no good, but Tyra was there for the rebound. Kylie Kinsler puts it up, no good. Once again, Tyra with the rebound, and she gets it off. She gets it off the Clopton player, so it's out of bounds for Elsberry. Kinsler gets it in to Flaster. Bella Mozzie has it at the key. And Tiny Henderson was just run over. Megan Harrelson with that foul. That's her first of the night. So that takes Elsberry to the bonus. So Tiny Henderson will be at the line with a 1-and-1. And first shot is good. And second shot is up, and it's not good, and Clopton with the rebound. Makes the score 9-4. Elsberry over Clopton. And that foul is on Kelsey Flaster. It's her first. That puts Taylor Akers on the line for two shots. First shot is up and no good. We have Abby Jenkins in the game now. Second shot is up and no good, and Jenkins with the rebound. All right, Candace Dowell has the ball now, and yeah, she needs to go north and south. Bellamazzi over to Kylie Kinsler, and it's in. 2 more points for Kinsler. Kinsler has 8 of the 11 points. Clopton gets the ball in deep, and as number 35, Kerrigan Lockard, could not get those shots to drop from underneath. So Candace Dow now with the ball, driving against a double team. Kinsler looked at a three-pointer, and it wasn't there. So foul on Clopton there. That was on Megan Harrelson. That's her second for the night. Puts Kylie Kinsler on the line for a 1-and-1. No good. And there's a three-pointer. Is that Taylor Akers? That makes the score 11-7. Kylie Kinsler with the ball now. Back out to Candace Dow, now to Bellamazzi. She's out on the point. Back to Dow. She can try to set something up. Clopton playing a man-to-man defense. Bellamazzi tried to drive it in and just went right into the hands of the Clopton player. And she tried to drive in, and foul was called on Abby Jenkins. That puts Madison Parrish on the line for 2 shots. First shot is no good. Neither team shooting great on free throws tonight. Elsberry's 1 for 5. And Clopton right now is 0 for 2. Make that 0 for 3. But Clopton came up with the rebound. Three-point attempt there, no good, but they do get the rebound, and the ball is up. That is Kerrigan Lockard with 2 points. Makes the score 11-9. Ball over to Abby Jenkins. She brings it back out to the point. There's a three-point shot by Tiny Henderson, no good, and Tyra Henderson gets that rebound. All right, back out on the point now to Tiny. There's Kelsey Flaster with a three-point attempt, no good, and Clopton has the rebound. They push it up the court, and that girl she traveled, but it wasn't called, but that's okay because they threw the ball away and Elsberry got it. Little over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Score is 11-9, Elsberry over Clopton. And Peyton Robinson dribbled that off of her foot, and it's turned over to Clopton. 2:03 remaining in the first half. 11-9 is the score. This has been one heck of a defensive battle here. No pressure at all by Elsberry. And I was going to say, Ed, Clopton was looking like they were wanting some three-point shooting there. Couldn't get the shot to drop. And so Elsberry brings it up the court, and Tiny drew a foul. So she's at the line for a 1-and-1. She is 1 for 2 at the charity stripe tonight. And first shot is good. She's 2 for 3. Makes the score 12-9. Missed the second one. And Clopton pushes it up the court. Minute and a half to go in the first half. There's a three-point attempt. No good, and we have a jump ball. And that stays with Clopton on alternating possessions. And I don't know where that shot. Okay, the shot did not count. That foul is on Tyra Henderson. That's her second one tonight. And that puts Kerrigan Lockhart at the line for 2 shots. First shot is up and bounces in. Makes the score 12-10. Elsberry over Clopton. If she makes this next free throw, it'll be a 1-point game with 1:13 remaining in the first half. Shot is up and it's good. 12-11, Elsberry over Clopton. And that ball taken right away from Kelsey Flaster. 1 minute remaining in the first half. And there's a jump ball. Kylie Kinsler down in the middle of that scrum. And so that's going to go on alternating possessions. That's going to go over to Elsberry. 48 seconds remaining in the first half. 12-11 is the score. Okay, Candace Dow with the ball. Back over to Kylie. They need to go north and south. And that ball stolen by Clopton. Another turnover. And that was a foul called on Mackenzie Gladney. That's her second one tonight. Once again puts Kerrigan Lockhart on the line. She is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. 2 for 3. She misses that one. 29.8 seconds remaining in the first half. Score is 12-11. Second shot is up and no good. And Clopton got the rebound. And then a fight for the ball, and it goes over to Elsberry. So 25 seconds. Peyton Robinson held on to it too long. and came up and grabbed it and caused a jump ball. Goes over to Clopton. 15.7 seconds remaining. There's Taylor Akers trying to get something set up. 3.1 seconds remaining. And Clopton's ball out of bounds on the sideline. And the Henderson sisters are coming out. Ball is in. And three-point shot is no good for Megan Harrelson. But here we go with into the first half. The score is Elsberry 12, Clopton 11. I would not in a million years have thought this would be the score at the end of the first half. So let's go over a little bit of the scoring for you here. The little that there was, we'll go over the scoring. And Tanisha Henderson has 2 points. Both of those were free throws. She's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Candace Dowell is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Kylie Kinsler has 8 points. She's 0 for 1 from the free throw line. She's got 2 3-pointers and 1 field goal. And Bella Mosby has a field goal. And that's the 12 points for Elsberry. For Clopton, Taylor Akers has a 3-pointer. Stephanie Talbert has a 2-pointer. Kerrigan Lockett has 2 field goals and 2 free throws. And there's your 11 points for Clopton. I would say this is a real barn burner going on here, except for the fact that, I don't think anything's burning. I think there's just a little bit of barn smoldering going on. This is an absolute defensive battle here, and just not much offense going on. No major foul problems for either team. They're both about even. Tanisha Henderson has 2 fouls. Mackenzie Gladney has 2 fouls, and Tyra Henderson has 2 fouls. For Clopton, Megan Harrelson has 2, Kerrigan Lockett has 2, and Logan Hall has 2. So no major foul problems going into the second half. So anyway, let's go ahead and back out here, and I'll play you some commercials. I know you love them. So let's be back for the second half in just slightly under 8 minutes.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions take 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends and our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Since
Okay, we are back, and they put another 3 points, or 3 points, jeez. I think I had a stroke or something. They put another 3 minutes on the clock, and so give the teams a chance to warm up a little bit, because they had a game between, looked like it was grade school players out there. They had a game going on, and so they got to give these two teams a chance to re-warm up a little bit after the halftime. But we are in halftime still, 2 minutes to go. And again, this is not the game I was expecting tonight. This is an absolutely defensive battle. 12-11 is the score. And it's not like both teams are doing badly or anything. They're just both playing defense very well. And again, if Elsberry could shut down Kerrigan Lockard, then they'd be way ahead in this game. But she's got, she has 6 of the 11 points, but she's been quite a force in this game to begin with. And all of the Elsberry players are playing well. Kylie Kinser's leading the scoring with 8. She's got 8 of the 12. But all of the other girls are playing quite well. And there's still too many turnovers. But anyway, let's just go ahead, and looks like they got a fresh 8 minutes up on the clock. And getting ready. There was the buzzer right there to start this second half. Again, fresh 8 minutes. So looks like it's going to be Elsberry's ball to start this second half. They'll be going to the right, from the left to the right. And if you don't know by now, Elsberry's in the red uniform. But I kind of think after 16 minutes of basketball, you probably got that one figured out already. So, Tiny Henderson with the ball, brings it across the line. Gets it to Bella Mawsey underneath, and it's in for 2 points. Makes the score 14-11, 3-point lead for Elsberry. Clopton with the ball. Again on the outside. There's a 3-point shot, no good. And Kylie Kinser fought for that rebound and got it. And Tiny Henderson now bringing it across the line. There, she got it across. Stolen right out of the air by number 40, Logan Hall. She's quite the defensive player also. And there is going to be another foul, I believe, on Tyra Henderson. It is. That's her third foul, so that's not how to start this second half. 6:59 remaining in the third quarter. And that puts Logan Hall on the line. First shot is good. That's her first point of the night. Second shot is no good, and Tyra Henderson up with that rebound. Little bit of pressure put on by Clopton, but not a whole lot. Little double teaming there on Tiny. There's a shot by Kylie, and it's good. 16-12. Trying to drive the line, not there. And Clopton gets their own rebound. Passing it around in the perimeter. There's a three-point attempt, and it's good. Was that three? Timeout red. So that, yes, that was a three. Yeah, they had 11 points. So that was a 3-point for Logan Hall. So she's come out strong here in the second half. Score is now 16-14, 5:58 remaining in the third quarter. Take a quick break here.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust.
All right. Be back here. We've gone through all the commercials once, so I'm not worried about it. Get back here to the ball game. Get the ball in to Tyra Henderson, and she brings it up the line. Over to Kelsey Plaster and back to Bella Mawsey. All right, and they get it back out to Tiny Henderson out on the point so they can set up a play. 16-14 is the score. Bella Mawsey out on the high point. And she drives in, and the ball is stolen out of the air by Madison Parrish. So Clopton brings it up with a chance to either tie or take the lead. Driving the baseline, not there, and there's a three-point attempt, no good. But the putback is right there by Kerrigan Lockard with 2 points. That ties the score at 16. And Clopton stole that ball on the inbounds. And just like that, Megan Harrelson with 2 points, and Clopton has their first lead of the night. And Tyra Henderson with the breakaway. And that is her first 2 points for the night. Ties the score at 18. 3-point attempt, no good. And Kylie Kinsler up with that rebound. She gets the ball to Tyra. Now it's back out to Tiny, out at the high point, or high post. Now she's out at the point. Gets it into Tyra, into Bella Mawsey, underneath, and her shot was blocked. Looked like a clean block to me. No foul was called. And Tyra Henderson stole that ball right out of the air. So back again to Elsberry with the tied score, 3:50 remaining in the third quarter. Bella Mawsey to Tyra Henderson, in for three and not there. And layup no good for Lopton. And Kelsey Flasher is knocked out of bounds by Taylor Akers, and the foul is on Taylor Akers. That's her second of the night.